Looks fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Stressful fun, but fun. Race, ahead of the Race Across the World finale tomorrow night, 9 p.m. on BBC One. We are joined by this year's final 4 pairs. Best friends Alfie, it's hopefully still best friends Alfie and Owen. Hopefully still mother and daughter Eugenie and Isabel. Brother and sister James and Betty, and married couple, fingers crossed, Stephen and Viv.
I keep looking at you and I think, oh, who looks £20,000 richer? Who looks 20... I know you're not allowed to give anything away. Now, you guys, you were best friends at school, weren't you? What made you take part? Have you always wanted to go travelling together?
Yeah, like we kind of figured out pretty quick when we became best mates, you know, through school that we both liked travelling and stuff like that. And we were away in Brazil at the time, actually, and it just randomly came up as an ad on your phone, didn't it? And you were like, do you want to give it a go? And I was like, yeah. And then that was it.
You're in the... From when we last saw this show, you two are in the lead.
Yeah,
OK.
bottled it a bit, though, didn't we? Because we were 24 hours ahead in the previous leg.
Right.
So...
He's never happy. You're never happy, ever.
You're literally racing around the world. How can you not be happy?
Moaning.
But it takes a certain, especially with friends, because I think family you allow a lot more, but with friends it takes a certain disposition, I think. Like, I've been travelling with friends, like, away, and by the time you get back, you're like, we're still great friends, but we might not be the best travelling companions. So has it always worked out with you two, do you think?
I think it's a completely... It's not like going on holiday.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot more intense than that. And I think it because it was more like a lifestyle than a holiday, I think we kind of still, like, lived independently. It wasn't like we were on holiday together. We just had to put up with each other. There wasn't a choice.
Yeah.
He's never happy, is he?
No, he's not. How do you think I felt for 2 months dealing with that?
You just give him the prize
Yeah,
now.
honestly, I'll take it all.
You've all been on a journey, you know, but you've been on quite an emotional journey as well. I mean, Alfie, you had a bit of a moment where you lit a lantern for your mum. I think we might have a little clip of that.
I just kind of...
There we go.
...sensation of being able to see her again.
So you lit this lantern for your mum, and was it? Did you find it an emotional process, this whole show?
Yeah, I think with this moment in particular, I think I always knew that it was going to come out as you know, part of my backstory and things like that, and I knew I was going to talk about it at one point or another. But the lanterns kind of felt so right because we had a tradition in my family where we lit Chinese lanterns before they got banned. Because they started just burning everything down.
Yeah.
So we had that tradition anyway, and to be able to kind of take that onto that moment kind of felt perfect. So it was a lot less awkward than it would have been in another situation, and I think that's kind of why I was so comfortable in the situation.
I guess as well, though, like the whole experience is so heightened and so intense that those moments you get of contemplation, therefore those emotions get heightened in those moments. Let's speak to
Eugenie and Isabel.
Yeah. 12 minutes behind, that's all.
Is it a close final? Can you tell us that?
We can't say. It's exciting, though, isn't it?
Very,
So
very.
what's the dynamic here? How do we get on? Are we good friends? Are we...
One another.
Oh, hang on a second. We hope this show would bring us together. What's going on here?
Do you know what? We've been meeting people that say, you still talking? You're gonna say, yes.
Is it like classic mum and daughter?
Yeah,
you know,
ups and downs all the time.
The love's always there,
Yeah.
but maybe the like isn't so much sometimes.
There was a little bit of drama last week, wasn't there? Did you steal somebody's taxi?
We did not steal the taxi. We did
Believe
not
you've
steal
asked
it.
that question.
No.
right.
OK.
Let's clear this matter up.
OK.
It was not definitively anybody's taxi. I happened to get into it first.
Right.
And Isabel, I coaxed Isabel to get into it. Now, what you don't see is that we actually asked if we could all get in.
Right.
But we were told no.
And
And if we didn't get in, they would have got in.
Stephen, Liv, is that what happened?
Shut it down,
happened?
Steve.
Genuine didn't make a difference because, you know, we met them again shortly. It made no difference to the race. At the time, I was sure it was our taxi, 100%. No doubt about it.
By the way, another way, doesn't matter when you travel to the other side of the world. Exactly the same thing happens at every high street in the UK.
But it made no difference to the race at all. It was none at all.
So you don't hold any grudges
Oh, God,
then?
no.
James and Betty.
We still caught up 23 hours,
Literally,
didn't we?
it was fine.
James and Betty, let's move on to you. This experience brought you closer.
Yeah, without any pressure on, really. It's sort of just shown that there's someone else to sort of talk to if we need them. We'd never sort of go to each other for advice or speak to about anything, personal.
What's the age gap between you two?
I'm 4 years older than James.
Right, OK.
So it's one of them where...
So annoying little brother kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I'm an annoying little brother, I get it.
Yeah, we always had an older brother as well, didn't we? So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And James, you found out a lot about your sister on this show, didn't you? Including, you know, your sister's been suffering with a health condition, which did it help you understand your sister's health condition a lot more?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we hadn't spoken about it closely like that before. Obviously, I knew what it was and I was aware of it, but to hear how she sort of feels about it and how she feels about herself and what she can and can't do was a little bit more difficult. So that's where you saw the more emotional side of me come out.
I guess it's stuff, when you're in the same family, it's stuff you just end up getting by on a day-to-day basis and you probably never take that beat and stop. And it's great the show's giving you the opportunity. By the way, it's great that you're highlighting it as well. I knew nothing about it until I went on the BBC website.
Thank you.
And the other morning I was just looking at the news and now I know a lot more than I did. So let's take a look at that if you don't mind.
Shortly after my 16th birthday, I got diagnosed with MRKH. It means that I don't have a uterus, I don't have a womb, and I only have one kidney as well.
Brave is now probably an understatement. I was thinking of a new word for it, but yeah. I think... Can someone just come hug me, please?
Oh, how does it feel watching that? Because that's
tearing up again.
Yeah. Oh, it's so emotional, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, but that's just sort of the natural... It brought that out of you, the race. It was so natural and everything you see is just so us. You know, people think a lot of it is staged and probably everyone gets, is it? But it's not. It's completely natural. All the emotions you see are just raw, so...
Stephen and Liv, have you had a good time? You had a good time, Viv? You had a good on the show?
We had a great time, actually, yes.
You seem to be like the more relaxed contestants, I think.
I think we've lived a little, let's put it that way.
Proving age is but a number,
With
you
age
two.
comes a level of experience and perspective, perhaps, that you just take it as a given.
But, you know, you two are a huge example because you've had a mini heart attack, you've had a mini stroke, haven't you? And you are still out there making adventures and you're not settling and you're going. I think that's so impressive for people.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's just what you do, isn't it?
We worked on a bucket list and we did everything on the bucket list. And then the race came up and so we thought, well, that's a huge adventure. Let's try that.
Also, never bet on the hare, always bet on the
Who's got all the
tortoise.
money? Who's got all the money?
You just never know. And I just keep looking at you all thinking, who looks 20,000
Well, with that tan, Stephen does, but we'll see.
Yeah, the final race across the world.
Yeah,
it airs tomorrow at 9 p.m. on BBC One.
Yeah,
good luck. Can't wait to watch. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.